do you mean it doesn't work on mobile? Also hi. What doesn't work? What doesn't work? The player? Yeah. I guess that. Maximilian, hi. Look away. With the, I mean, you not what the. You probably don't have too much of a delay on mobile. It should be fine. Should be fine. Ah, sorry. I mean, it's a great time to redeem this one when I'm still blurred and the filter is okay, right? Rose, hi, welcome on in. How are you? My bad. Yes, this is the afternoon, right? Right. It is about the accent. We agree. We agree. A lot of things have to be talked about today. I think I am underexposed again. Let me just bump myself. Let's say 400 ISO is fine. I will probably have like a bit of a shiny forehead. Denny, hi, welcome on in. How is everyone on this fine? What is today? Thursday is today. I was supposed to have an event, but the event didn't happen, so we are here, right? That's why there was no update on the Discord, right? How was your day, Rose, Maximilian, Denny, Stony, probably, but I guess I have my answers. Yes, right. This fucking accent is taking too long. Why isn't it turning back? That is a long French accent. Maybe it's broken. I don't know. Ha! Holy shit! That took a while. Hadron peppers. I don't know what that is. I mean, I have images in my head for padron peppers, but I've never. I don't think I know what that is.
Brutal Martyr just resubscribed for 16 months. WWE Ehayu subpartai also hi. How are you? How is everyone?
Hi, Brutal. Thanks a lot for the resub for 16 months. I am impressed by the wheel sub party being spoken properly. Sassy, hi, welcome on in. And Maximilian, what the fuck? You said what? You're on team calls with lawyers. What happened? What? How have you been, Brutal? Since yesterday. Right? Yesterday was... You said not so good yesterday. So, it was today a better day? Was it a better day? Still super healed. That's a common thing with you. Oh yeah, Rose. So, right, 8 inches. 8 inches long peppers, right? Usually green, kind of thing, right? Um, I don't know why. American inches, right? It is high school, of course. Um, Sassy, you're sick as well? What the fuck? Eddie started having heart issues. Brutal. That is not great. That's not great. I guess it's time to change heart. I don't know. Maybe. You restarted watching Suits, Denny. That's not good. How many times have you watched the entire thing already? Because yeah. So we are supposed to start from zero, but not zero, because well, I've started already, but I'm supposed to create a website for myself, not a portfolio, but kind of a portfolio, but not a portfolio. Mainly a website that will allow me to market myself and market some of the things that I want to sell. So the portfolio, online store, whatever things, right? So that no one knows what I'm selling yet. I'm building anticipation and hype around something that still doesn't exist in your heads. But it's something that a lot of people in chat have been requesting and sending me DMs about the thing being done. So we might. I mean, right. I did merch at some point already, so it's not. It might be back. It might be back, but I'm unsure, just because of the there are not a lot of fees, but still there are fees. And like if I'm using Etsy, because that's the thing that I used in the first place, it's like 20 cents per 100 days for one listing, because it's not a new store. The new store is like the first 10 are like free. So unless I open a new store again, I don't want to do that. And then the advertisement, like tools and prices that they have on their side, all of that is very expensive. So I wouldn't like go back with Etsy. I would still use Printful for the print on demand for T-shirt and other things. But I have like a feeling that physical like clothes are not exactly the type of product that we want to have as merch for me. I think it would be kind of like more fun to potentially have like phone cases. That's more tech, but also like my entire thing being design. I mean, helping designer. If I were to create, I mean, I need to create visually appealing designs that are not related to me directly, which is what I did the first time. The first time I just had like my logo in different versions, and it was pretty you can't hide. Good luck there. So yeah, I don't really know. I like these t-shirts, for example, that I have, because they are like simple. The thing is, I try to get a hold of the manufacturer for this brand, and I can't find it. So I just Denny? No. I think I would rather go into an LTT style branding, as in high, as in illustration types that are not exactly related to me compared to what I did the first time, right? Everything, I don't know if I still have the folder. If I still have the folder somewhere, I will show you the design that popped at the time. Let me check that. Did I call that merch? No. Did I call that stream stuff merch? Maybe. No. Can I call that t-shirt? Nope. I should have. I don't have the listing on Etsy anymore, so, right, that doesn't really. But what? How are you? Also, that's a question. You know what? Search sometimes help. I have a thing called T-shirt line. That is a pretty start. I won't, because it will be a print on demand type of thing, so probably not. Oh, I can't do that. That's way too small, right? Kane also, hi, sorry. That just happened. I'm chilling next week, so yeah. Basically in the... I can't... Yes, I want to open 83 fucking mockups. That will probably take a lot of time. So these used to be the design that I did a long time ago, that I placed on Etsy. Some of them are cool, some of them have never seen the light of day, like they have just been like IDs. This one was good on paper, but it looks like shit. This one was fun, not as great. I think we will have a lot of thing in colors. This one is cool. It's like a Lord of the Ring inspired Ring of Power thingy. It's pretty nice. I like this one, but I have this one in blue. I don't think I have all of them in here. This one was fun. I did it on the blue based. I think I might have like a mock-up of this one on the blue base. So it's basically the same like the same color, so it blends in. It was like an interesting thing. can't say shit. Yeah, like this. So it kind of disappear in this gradient. So I did like that as an ID, but the main thing that was the issue with that these IDs of merch was okay. That's a you thing. I mean, the main issue for me was the fact that it was around my logo for everything. Oh yeah, no, losing signal, yeah. But yeah, no, I don't know. I did like a lot of potential other things with different type of illustrations, but never like really bring them to life. Like this one was cute, but not a like it's nice. It's not, I don't know. It just right. It's cute, but that's it. So I didn't really like create more or get more things out of these merch anyways, so kind of difficult to get. And then there was some outcomes that were like I did 2 sales on the t-shirts, and 2 sales in 2 years was like, yeah, nah, not an option. So it's also because I just created the thing and never posted about them other than here. So of course there will be less attraction. Anyways, speaking about getting money, because right, that's a thing. I'm now affiliated with NordVPN. If you are on the Discord, you might have seen that. So I got accepted in the partner affiliate programs of Nord VPN, NordPass, Nord whatever. I use both on the daily. I've been using them for like 4 years, 5 years. I put my mom on it. I put my sister on it. And so now you have referral codes, referral codes that if you subscribe for that, I get a bit of a money back, which is helpful. So if you, yeah, it's pretty nice. Why not NordVPN? As in, Stony, not the VPN stuff as in VPN in general, or not the VPN stuff as in NordVPN on its own? Because it's 2 different things, I guess. Why? For the claims that they do, I think I think the main issue that we have with VPN stuff on YouTube is usually the fact that people don't understand what it is and what it does, and there are some claims that are made as hiding your data and making like browsing private and all that shit, which I'm not entirely like agree on what it does. I think it's just a helping tool to avoid some things leaking out. But if someone is determined to get your information, they will get your information anyways. So it's cool. It's a referral. It's a way for me to not have to ask you for donations and tips and subs and all that, right? Personally, the reason why I'm using VPN is not for privacy in any way, shape, or form. It's mainly to be able to access the latest episodes of Bleach and animes that are in Japan and only available on Netflix Japan instantly the day that they come out. That is one of the reasons, right? On Crunchyroll, it's like 1 week later, and on Netflix, it's immediate. So, and I mean, Crunchyroll Japan is not an option. Crunchyroll is only for the outer realm, but like with NordVPN installed on Arc or on Chrome or whatever, I just get the ability to get the Japanese catalog, which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool for me. But yeah. Kane, I don't know which tweet you're talking about. The one that I sent in the meme channel on Discord? Is that what you talking about? With everything looking the same? Or no? Yeah, so this one is not. This one is worse than the one that I shared on Tuesday. We have way more options, and yeah, that's pretty neat. I think I shared like another one for inspiration, or maybe it was just in general, but I forgot at this point. So yeah. Let me just look at chat for a second because I feel like I missed some things. And and Kane, to answer your question, your first question, this is not VO. This is VQ. VQ for Vanquish. And no, I'm not sponsored, and I have all the colors that they have. I even have things that they don't have in store anymore. I have one that is my favorite, which I hope I could keep as long as it doesn't die, but it will die soon. 100%. But yeah, I have most of their collections. Like I don't know if I have in the. I think it's in the essential lines. And then they don't give me long sleeve, not long sleeve. Refused. Hi, welcome on in. How are you? And then yes, there is a multiplier for the. Yes, you saw Dragon Ball. You saw Dragon. So I have the blue one, but just with the logo, not the newest. That's the newest logo size thingy. And they have, I think I should, if you want to just click on it so that we can take a look at it. And they have a good series, but they are prints, and I don't mind it. And I like this one for reasons, but I don't know. I feel like prints will just decay too fast. So yeah. Let me check that. Yeah, no, we have. So everything that has just the like legacy, I think it's called a legacy thing. For these brand, I think it's the print method is not the greatest, specifically the newest one compared to the previous one before they changed. So now it's a print, like I think that's a screen print. I think, I'm unsure about that. And before that it was embroidered, but yeah, since now it's printed. Sometimes after they tumble dry in the machine, they like stick together, and it's a bit unnerving to unstick. But it turns out they have changed a lot of their baseline. So I have this one that you've seen multiple times. I have this one on right now. I have some that now don't exist. There is like a greenish, like this one that I still have. I will probably throw it away soon. I have a red one that don't exist anymore. I have a black ash one that doesn't exist here. I have a mesh-ish thing, and I love the fabric, but they made like, I don't know how much, and now they don't exist. And now they are going for more of a boxy, less tight around the arms, which I don't exactly like. I mean, I don't mind. I don't have the muscles that these people have, so that not an issue. But I don't know, big things like this, I don't like that as much. I do love these ones because they are minimal. They just have like the small logo, and that's why I wanted to get a hold of their manufacturer to see who I could, like, if I could like create a line with my logo being minimal and just do like a sample size with all their colors, you know, the thing where you pay like 100 euros with the manufacturer, and you get just sample size, and that just redo your entire wardrobes, which is good. But the thing is, I think it's Yeti something. Import Yeti, yes, that's the thing. And yes, you're right, screen print is good, but it depends on the screen print. Like there is a lot of different type of screen prints, and you have the cheap screen prints, which is probably what they are using, that decay pretty fast, and if you're using like a dryer, it crumbles the prints extremely fast. So yeah, I don't know. I think I have, maybe I don't have it anymore, I don't know. I used to have like my Ibaraki shirt from Ibaraki, not Trivium, but like same thing, which was more of a heavy print, so heavy screen print, thick thing, and because it was so thick, it would have benefited for being hand washed every time, which I don't want to take that time. Yeah. The thing is, they don't have anything that matches Yeti import. If you don't know what Yeti import is, if you're someone who is trying to create a brand that resemble a brand that is already established, like let's say the usual example is Lululemon, you can easily get who is creating their or who is their like importers, manufacturers, all that, and that way you can quickly know maybe you like one of their things in apparel, and you can just check the manufacturer here, have contact with them, and then maybe create something that is based off Lululemon based, like leggings or skirts or shorts or whatever. And yeah, it's easier for the manufacturer because they already have some SKUs. It's easier for you because that way you know that the quality is pretty good. So import Yetis, interesting. Spend a lot of time on that at some point to make sure that I had a good understanding of the market and how things were like working. But yeah, anyways, and yes, also Stony, auto collection of the bonuses is a must. It's a must. One second, I have... Oh, shit. I need to have a bit of a discussion with my accountant. We have to do something. I need to send them like a bit of a text. Snapchat, hi, welcome on. Good. Do you... does it taste good? Did you enjoy the taste? Did not? Oh. You think it did not work on you, or you bundle 3 messages in 3 seconds? Oh no, the flavor is not. Okay, so you think it worked on you, but you didn't like the flavor. Cool. I get it. Cool. 1 second. You speak French for a second, so I don't like that. Okay. We good? We should be good. No, I couldn't. I mean, not yet. I think I would have. I think I will probably do a Bitly thing. Why did I click on that? My bad. Yeah, like a tiny URL thingy. I think that should be better. But yeah, I don't know. I did the timer to be less. How can I say that? Less present. But I think Stony will still be not liking it. I think, yeah. I mean, I have the Discord channel right now for the having access to all that. Yeah. I think I'm too small for now, and it's not a partnership. It's an affiliating thing, so they don't give out the same amount of flexibility, specifically in their dashboard. So I don't know. Also, they assigned me a French rep, which I don't like. I don't think I can. Sturdy. That would imply me owning AOA.com, which is not an option. So I can't do that. I can do a redirect with AOA.design, but yeah, no, I get the point, I know. I'm messing with you. Anyways, no, AOA.fr is not an option either. Anyways, in holy shit, that has in sad news for you, Stony. In the midst of everything, I have my billing on Figma that popped in my emails earlier today, so I had to downgrade you to non-editor until the 11th, and then on the 11th I can re-put you as an editor to the Figma file. I'm sorry about that. You don't have much to do on your file for now, but right, per editor per month it's $15. So that's a lot. That's a lot when you have like multiple, and because I have like two teams that I'm taking care of, my company teams and my personal teams, I'm paying like a lot. So if I can scrap 15 here and there, I will. Yeah, I pay for you to be able to edit. Yes, I pay for anyone who is an editor for more than 1 month, and basically, or that is still an editor when you arrive at the resubbing, because it's, I mean, I can do what I just did, which is basically I get you out of the editor tray before the renewal. That's the fucking word I was looking for. And then when the renewal happens, which is on the 11th, I just put you back on the 12th, and you good. You can edit for like 1 month, and then on June 11th or before that, preferably 4 days before, I get you out, and then I can put you back in. It's a bit annoying, but I did that for some people, and that's fine, and that is fine. So yeah, Denny, no, the meeting that I have scheduled for yesterday didn't happen because they were both out. Not yesterday, 2 days ago, so they were both out, so no information were given to them for now. And I have the meeting tomorrow afternoon, which I think there is a high probability that one of them will postpone because they don't understand what the meeting is about, because I didn't explain what the meeting will be about just yet. So, yeah. It's not an issue, Stony. It's free. It's just like a bit of a gymnastic to get you out and in on time. Yeah, not today. Have you read the title, Stony? Have you read the title? And have you read the notification for this stream? Have you read the messages that I sent in all the Discords? Right? Officially, no help today. I don't think we can do that, but officially, no help. But yeah, it will be so unexpected because today I talked to everyone. Like, I mean, I will be as professional as I can, as always, and it will depend on them. So, depending on the action that they want to take, action will be said. I like this and that. And no D is, I mean, because you're on mobile, maybe it's cropped. I don't know. On my side, it's, I know. And specifically, this one is on other Discord channels, like on Cat Discord. But yeah, no, here you have like, you have that, you have the, that thing, and that thing. I'm not gonna send you a DM every time I go live. You will block me instantly. I know that. So yeah. There is no news that has been shared just yet. So we'll see tomorrow what the outcome is. I was planning, so the today was planning to be supposed to be the team event where we go bowling, go to a restaurant or go for a drink, and then because we are a very bonded team that really care about team building, no one took action in creating something that would be a good team building thing. So so yeah, we postponed the thing, meaning that I will probably not be there for the next one, which I appreciate a lot. And yeah, so tomorrow afternoon will be the announcement. I have the meeting to like chat with my CEO and shit, and we'll see what happens. So depending on that, it will either be instant, or it could even be a 3 months thing or 6 month thing, or transition to a different type of employment. We don't know. And Stony, the bot is giving you the entirety of the title of the stream when you arrive, because you arrive really early, so you usually have or could read the title in the first message. But yeah, I know, it changes. But anyways, today we are supposed to work on that. And so in the website thing that we did last time, Denny, I think you sent a link that I didn't click on, so I might take a look at that. We did this one, which was really bare, and I really don't like it because it looks like a SaaS product, so I don't like that. So I bring back the old design that we did last year for the landing for me, and I think we could use that as a starting point right now to create in Framer. So that would be pretty easy. We had that thing being like in two different. I mean, we had 5 themes, but I just kept the black and light mode right here, and then we have the product page, or like project page, that we'd never achieved properly in Webflow anyways. So that could happen, but I don't know. I feel like it's good, but it still misses some of the things that I would like to have in a website that is mine. So I'm unsure. And then today, while I was scrolling Twitter, in between 2 pairs of cheeks, that happened to pop in my feed. And it is a pretty good portfolio thing that matches with the type of design that I do. I would have to like modify it a tad. But this is a $28 templates from Framer, or for Framer, with everything kind of already laid out for you. And the design is pretty cool. Overall, it's pretty, I mean, it's simple, but it has like nice simple card-based design, which is what I'm doing. Informations in big numbers, which I do like. And yeah, I don't know. So I'm debating just buying this thing. I like this teeny tiny interaction right here. I feel like it's nice, and also it creates that folder path option. So if I'm clicking on Patreon thing, you have like proof, work, Patreon, which is interesting. It's a nice touch, right? The only thing that I don't like is the way that it works, or specifically don't works. But the scrolls are a bit weird, and then the thing that is annoying me is, even though they say it's responsive, the responsiveness when it comes to close to mobile layout is kind of broken, and some of the pictures don't show where they need to be shown. It's a bit weird, so I don't know if that's a Framer thing, or if it's like just this thing has been butchered on the implementation on mobile for the flexibility that they have. But it's, I don't know, it's pretty nice. It's a very simple thing, and we could just use that. As I said, it's very inexpensive, as in it's just $28, so $28 is like 25 euros. And that helps another creator, so I do like the idea. But I'm also I also know that it doesn't have everything that we need, and it has some issues here and there, so it will need some adaptations. So I don't know. I took this one because it's free, but it's not great. It looked interesting on paper, but it's not great. I took this one as well, but it's weird. I don't like it at all. I could show you why I don't like these two. So horizontal right here is, well, as the name imply, is an horizontal thing, but it has, or still have, a bit of a vertical scroll, which makes no sense. Maybe it's my display being weird, or I don't know, but it has this, and then it's an horizontal scroll. That makes sense with the name, right? So far, I'm happy with that. But the fact that the vertical scroll doesn't scroll horizontally automatically, like even though weird, right? Having to have a mouse that has like a side wheel, or being on a trackpad to be able to do that, is limiting, and I don't like that. The design of it is really close to bento, and one of the reasons why I like it is because of this. I like the fact that you have the light dark options, but other than that, it's not, I mean, it's good, but it would be better to be like a vertical thing. It's kind of like a carousel, so that's one of the reasons why I don't like it. And then character is also has the light, like dark light option. The reason why I like it is because it's really simple, and so you just have information about the person, which is basically what I already have, and then that's it. You have like some outgoing links, and you're good, meaning that for me the bottom two would go away and it will be replaced by like Twitch or something else, and then you have a carousel for pictures right here, which could be associated with other things potentially, I don't know. But yeah, and it takes the I think it takes the original device. Yes, it takes the device theme, so that's why now it's in dark, I think. Did they know? I don't. Well, weird. Let's go back to dark mode. Anyways, right? That's an option. I like the idea of that minimalistic version, but as you can probably tell, the difference in between this and this, real close. This is not Figma. This is Framer, Sassy. So that's a different tool. This is Figma. The Framer is more for websites building, and it gives you the preview that has much more of a natural behavior, like a real website. So, I mean, it is right now. It's basically just what you will have as an outgoing thing, because you have the publish button right here, which will just publish the thing on the domain that you have, which usually is just .framer.io, unless you plug your own domain in that. Yeah, it is extremely close to Figma when it comes to the UI of it, like the inspectors. I don't even know if that's. Can I zoom in? Oh, it's just, I don't know, not that. I don't think I can zoom. Yep, I can't zoom the UI. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, it's a very, 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 very similar tool, and so that's why I need to learn it, because it's so close, yet it has such small differences here and there that I need to be able to help on that tool as well. And it's if next year I'm a freelance designer, I need to have the ability to design something in Figma or directly in Framer. If it's in Figma first, importing it in Framer, and then generate an hostable coded website. That's that's the thing. So yeah, so I need that. My website, as I said, my official website hasn't been updated since 2014. So my domain aoa.design or aaoa.design, it's still up, it's still running, I'm still paying for it, but the content is not even accessible at this point. It's just like you have that, which is cool. But if you click on split, I'm not even sure that you can access it. I think I could, but I'm unsure on this one. I know that this one is not on the website anymore. Like, this doesn't exist. I have access to it because it's in my draft, but you shouldn't be able to see that. And I think this one is the same. I think it disappeared. But yeah, that. Why? No. It's in French. No, I think we have like a base in I think I changed the language to English. Anyways, so that's my domain, which I plug to my new company, and my new company is like having like a bit of an issue with my old company that I've officially, to my knowledge, closed in 2016. But then, not today, 2 days ago, the French government sent me an email saying that I'm still registered with that company and it's still running, even though I haven't paid taxes on it. I haven't worked with that serial number for the company since 2016. So I don't know what they are getting. So yeah, I don't give a shit about that. I mean, if they come for me and they say you've been supposed to pay your taxes on your profit since 2016, I'll be like, yeah, I haven't worked for that serial number since 2016, meaning that you want to pay taxes on zero. I'm fine with that. Like 0% of zero is still zero, so I'm okay. Like, it's your issue. I closed the company in 2016, so it should be. The IRS is just bullshit. But yes, it's way less scary in France. 100%. It's like, there is a thing on the, let me see if I can have, if I can go there without giving out anything in terms of data, but they have a thing right here, which you probably won't understand, but they have this thing about what you're doing, like filing your taxes and all that, and they have this thing which is just saying, if you make mistakes, you're good, as long as you recognize that you are making a mistake. But like, that you forgot something, that it's not like conscious omission, then you're good. So for example, if like, I need to declare my bank account because my bank account is in Germany, so it's like an outside of France thing, and maybe they at some point I will have a bank account in Japan, and so I need to declare that. And if I forget to do that next year, for example, I can just call them and say, well, I just opened that, I forgot to declare it, can you just send me the document again, so that I can just like make it in time, and it's fine. Like, it's just great. And then here, the thing that is good with the French government, and mainly most of Europe, but like in the French taxes, is just you get your personal space, and in there they at this time, which is like in April, May, and when you can enable that, you just have to go there and say, they send you the form, you read the form, if everything is right, you say next, done. That's it. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to calculate anything, unless you have revenues that haven't been declared. So if you are just an employee, you don't have to do anything. And then mainly because your taxes are taken out of your salary at the end of the month. So basically I'm taxed at 12% now. It means that my salary is just 12% less when I'm receiving it, and I'm just paying my taxes. And then at the end of the year, they're like, well, you have received more or you have received less, and usually it's like equal and good, and so you don't have to like have a tax. How is it called for you? A taxed tax refund. The tax refund in the US. It's just saying that you've paid too much. Like, you usually don't have that. Yeah, like every company's like the thing that is also nice in a way is the taxes in when it comes to self-employed, like self companies like mine that I'm trying to open right now. We have like a threshold of a certain amount of profit that we need to, revenue, on profit, but like revenue that we need to make in order to be eligible to declare the revenues themselves. And so as a self-employed or self-built company, it is anything that is under, I think, 12K per year, you don't need to declare that. And on Twitch, since I started 2 years ago, I made 2.2K in 2 years. So I'm far from that. Yeah. Anything that is over a certain amount, yes. So, yeah. I mean, the American tax system is pretty good to make you make mistake and push you toward making sure that you will make mistakes, and then they will not tax you, but like fine you to make sure that you pay more than what you were supposed to pay in the first place. So yeah, but it's also good if you read the entire thing, which is what no one does, to reduce your taxes really efficiently by just opening an LLC to your name and spending things that way. The tax systems in most countries is made for the rich and the companies and corporations. Yes, in most countries, if not all countries. Like, there is not a single country that I know of that taxes businesses more. I mean, businesses in the same country more than the resident themselves. It's either equal or less, because it promotes the economy on that country, in which case it is positive for the government to tax less, right? Because it promotes the economy. But I don't know. So yeah, I have filed like all old things, sent to my accountant, some shit. I'm supposed to receive a big ass payment from my accountant for that trip in Japan. So that is taking way too long, because the company that I'm using for the transfer doesn't like the fact that my bank is in Germany. I hate it. But yeah. And also, Sasti, for the Semplice WordPress thing. Semplice is good. Semplice is a very good base for WordPress thing. I hope that Tobias decide to update it for the current available tools, as in making a version for Webflow, making a version for Framer, that would be amazing. But knowing his ability to just not follow up on projects, I guess that won't happen. But I might be wrong. I hope I am. For those of you who don't know, Semplice is a builder usually for WordPress, to create portfolios really quickly, really easily, and it's one of the best option you have on WordPress. It's similar to Elementor, if you know that, but yeah, it gives you like a lot of options that should be like the basic. Yeah, it's kind of close. It is kind of close. If you just look at that, it's kind of close. But yeah, I wish it was updated. It looks like Semplice 6 has been an update, but I still feel like it should be updated to the new tools rather than the current tool that they have worked with in the first place. But yeah, no, this is a great base, and I do recommend it. However, it is expensive as fuck. If you're just starting and you don't have like the funds for that, I get it. But still, it is expensive as fuck. It's the same thing for Framer. It's the same thing for Webflow. It's like in the 120 per year. This one is a one-time payment, so that's better than the current state of subscription. But still, I don't know. They give you so much tool that are so good. So I do like that. I do like that. But it's WordPress, so still not the best thing. And now, as we said earlier, because Framer is the currently hot option, similarly to Webflow, you can really go into the personal or portfolio based templates, find one that is not that expensive or free, that works with you, that looks like something that you would create or you could get behind, like similarly to what Denny did with the navigation, with the floating navigation. We have this one that is really similar with a side floating navigation. I don't know how it behaves on mobile though, but it's there, and it's like $39, so that's pretty cheap. Kinda. And you can just scroll in there. There are some of them that are free, some of them that are not. There are some of them that reminds me of what Kane has created. I don't know where you are with your website, Kane, by the way. But I'm sure that if you created it in Framer, you could create a template and sell it here, if Argentina allows you to do that. Which is never sure. Never sure. But yeah, you have that, and then you have the templates of Webflow as well, if you want to do things on Webflow rather than Framer. Yeah. Have a ton of options. I don't remember if they have a free categories. They don't, but yeah, when we did the update of his website, we did it in Webflow because it was easier. I mean, Adobe XD plus Webflow, and yeah, that was pretty nice. But we had some issues with the creation of the light mode, dark mode, and now it looks like Framer took over the light mode, dark mode switch. Like the color thingy a bit better. I haven't read everything just yet, but it looks like they have an option to enable an automated dark mode thing based on the user device system theme automatically, and so that's something that you could like check and just say, well, if device, then just do that. So I do like that a lot. But yeah, Webflow is great. It's just complicated if it's the first thing that you encounter. That's my main issue compared to Framer. So for example, if you are a Figma designer right now and you use Figma to create your landing page and your mobile app and whatever, and then you need to transfer that to Webflow, you basically arrive on something that is, thank you, you basically arrive on something that is really complex in terms of UI. And then if you transfer to Framer is closer to Figma when it comes to its interface. So you are less lost, still lost, but less lost. There are like keyboard shortcuts that don't work the same, behavior that are not exactly the same, but there are some benefits here and there in Framer that doesn't exist in Figma. So right, pros and cons as always. But Gigaman98, hi, welcome in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? And thank you for the compliment on the hair color, which hair color will technically kind of change on Saturday. But still blue. But Saturday. Kind of change. It's planned. It has been planned. So yeah, I don't know. And as we rented about that with CK Design last time, Webflow is a bit clunky and it became like WordPress. It feels old, even though it's not, but it feels old, and they don't deliver on the thing that they say they will deliver. So we're like, I don't know if I should trust you. So yeah, it's a dilemma. And Framer being like the hot stuff right now, it feels like a good idea to go there, but it also feels like it's the hot stuff, so you need to go there in order to be relevant or to stay relevant, but it doesn't mean it's great. Maybe there is like a ton of stuff in the background that we haven't seen. It's been praised though. I have to say that it has been praised by most designers. But yeah, this is cute. This is a very cute option as well. With two options for the homepage, interesting. That's the same shit. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for a template at $69. That nice. Yeah. I don't know, I still like this though. I don't even know if it works. Still works. In the prototype, yeah, no, it still works. So it's subtle. We have tiny things here and there, and we have that transition. I don't know if the potato works. No, it doesn't. Yeah. One of the things that I don't really like about this now is the fact that I've done that about a year ago. A bit more than that now. And I don't know. Doesn't feel dated, but it kind of feels dated. And now it also really much feels like what I did for Salma this year. So I don't know. It's a huge dilemma. Right? I don't want to. It's a similar base, right? I feel like mine is a tad bit cleaner overall, but I do think Salma's option is a bit better in some situation. Like for now, I would like add a bit of a grain in the background. Would probably change the fonts. This font doesn't exist on my computer anymore. This one neither. So debatable. Changes, potentials, I don't know. And also it limits the thing that would be visible on the page. So knowing the type of content we need to have, with potentially a bit of a section with the about, so like the street creds, as we call it, that give me cash, give me money. We said we'd change that for reasons. Yes, Rose. Yes. What subtitle where? Oh yeah, no, 50 Shades of A. It's a bit of a weird thing. So basically you have the overview that is like a three-liner about me, which is basically here. Then you have like a street creds thing, which is probably like 3 projects-ish. Then you have where you can buy the thing that I want to buy or that I want to sell. And then I want to have like a bit of an about section, and so we found that a 50 Shades of A could be interesting as a title. Like, right, rather than having like home, work, products, and about, we just did something like it is a bit more fun, I think. And currently in the trends that people are like talking about, there is this thing where a lot of people are referencing the newest current state of design, and that the web should be more like this.
Stony_Eagle gifted S Rose Crystal a subscription. Stony_Eagle gifted a tier 1 sub to S Rose Crystal. They have given 55 gift subs in the channel.
55. Exactly. That's the right answer. Thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. So, right, these things are pretty simple, pretty cool, I think, right now, knowing the state of the designer website, right? And refuse is exactly what I was about to reference. I think you're onto something with the dark theme with purple element that would be highly personal. So because of that, I'm thinking about going into the light mode first, just to stand out, even though it's not exactly a standing out option, but still could be better. Yeah, I don't. I think the dark mode would be much better overall. The light mode would be much better with the option to switch into dark. So I kind of want to have an opposite switch, just to mess with people, right? So taking the system current theme and basically doing the opposite. So all that. I mean, if you want to share something about you, please do. See, I don't know right here where and what I want to do. I still feel like it's maybe I can just use that layout as a base as a first fold. Like that could be a thing, meaning that the scrollability of that section does not exist. I think is good, or could be good. So getting rid of that, making sure that this is not a frame, and that is taking the right amount of content. So you would have this as a base. You resize. Set size on this one. You would have this as a base, and then I would have like a secondary scroll option underneath with something, but I don't know. I don't know. I more than unsure about that entire thing. You'd have something like this, kinda. Hey. I don't know. And also, right, this section, which has all the cards and all the shit, it's really similar to Proof with all the cards and all the offsetted stuff. So that's really why I'm like, that could work. You see how it's like stuttery with the scroll wheel? That's just here, which makes no sense to me. But if I'm using the trackpad, it's good. It's complicated. It is complicated. So yeah. Hot as fuck. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is it time already? I don't want to start like having to use the fans right now, and I'm also that's another thing that I mean, not wanted to talk about, but kinda. I know that the Japanese weather is way more hot than here, but I know that I will stay for a longer time, in which case there will be like 6 months ish that will be colder. Probably just 5, but yeah. Meaning that I am extremely tempted on not taking coats and layers in my bags and just having the thing that I will use first and then buying the new stuff there if I need them. But to me, it kind of feels like if I do that, I will have I will lack a bag of things to take to come back with later. So I don't know. I am conflicted. Let's say that. I am extremely conflicted. Should we have this? 1, 2, 3. Nah. I'm really tempted to add things that I hate, just for the sake of adding the things that I hate and forcing myself to create these things, as in, example, example number 1. See if I have that somewhere. It's not the metric section, but it could be the metric section. Basically these. I hate these. I hate the logo sections on platforms. I feel like they are bullshit, and most of the time they are. So I don't know. I have a bit of a hard time with these things. It doesn't on a certain type of people. It does on some people. That's true. But yeah, I know it's. I mean, I know you're in sarcasm right now, but still, it. Like it's one of the reasons why the about section here is a bit weird to me. Like these things with like logos and shit and then numbers. Like as always, right? If you know that you are at 52, breezy, hi. If you know that you are at 52 past project, write 52, not 50 plus. If you know you are at 11 years of experience, write 11 years of experience. And like, you didn't write like 2+ design awards. No, you wrote 4. So real data, real numbers, or at least numbers that feels real, makes more sense. Like if I sent you, like let's say I'm creating a PDF with a bank account statement, and I'm telling you that I have like I have 30K in my account. If I do that, it feels weird. However, if I do 30, that feels like a real balance, even though it's the same basic amount. But like that feels like something that makes sense. And it just a round number doesn't. I don't know. It's a weird feeling. I know we haven't started designing anything. Just it. I'm just thinking right now. But yeah, the logo section, like, I mean, this one is better because they use just the condensed logo, but also it's a designer based, so that makes a lot of sense. But if you go onto like any SaaS product, you usually have I think no, Sony. I don't think so. Think right, first one. Shit. Right, this, I get it. But spline is cool. Spline is really cool. But that's like, there is a high probability for me to say that's bullshit. Specifically knowing the clients that I had in the past. Like, there is a high probability, if I do that, there is a high probability for people who see my band of logos being like, yeah, nah. I don't know. Just feels weird. It feels extremely weird. And also I had a bit of a thinking session with myself about what I did here. So I added my logo, my current logo, that right, that thing, same thing, right? And with that current logo, I am basically locking myself into a very rounded, very geometric layout. Whereas if it's big in the beginning, whereas here, even though still rounded and geometric with this font, I have more flexibility in the options that I can go for. But I still feel like this fucking website is not what I want to achieve. So I don't know. I was extremely tempted on doing what we talked about 3 days, so on Tuesday, with the layout of a singular card with content that is scrollable. I think that could work like really, really well. Like if I were to, let's say do that, and let's say we have that thing like smaller. Oh, I can't do that because I don't have the fonts installed. Shit. So that house key, I don't know. Can I just do that? So we usually go for 420, so let's do that. Right, maybe we could have this. And then here, get rid of that. Then here we have something like this. 10% is way too hard. That thing would be sticky, and then that thing would be a card, and then it would be just scrolling into this. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Also, that's not 420. I want to keep the same amount of fucking space I need. So much. I like that overlap though. It's not a good idea, but I like the overlap. And then here, from my knowledge, I know that LinkedIn will go away because we don't need it. And there will probably be either Medium or Behance going away because not good. I am supposed to be way more active on Twitter, but we all know that won't happen. So right. So you could have this as an option. How tall did I do that? Kinda works. Kinda works. I just don't like that logo thing. That's for sure. I mean, it feels weird. Let's do something about it. It might be time to change my logo. I don't know. I don't think I could. I have too much shit branded right now that I can't allow that to happen. I do that, and then I get we're using DM song, which is weird. It's not a font that I'm used to. And I feel like this is way too visible. I don't know why. Oh yeah. I just had an idea for the navigation. I kind of want to do the navigation on the sidebar rather than on a header, just to fuck up with everyone's brain, in which case that could go at the bottom, which I think is a good idea. And we could have anchors, anchors to the content inside of that main card. And then I need to get rid of right. when you change that text. I'm about to do that. That could be really great. Fuck. I hate creating personal websites. It's just, it makes no sense to me. It's just... It is the worst. And so I was thinking potentially getting that with what is that? Oh, .exe. All right, that's cool. I won't click on that. But that's cool. Yeah, well. So we said overview. Should I do that? I should do that, right? Would be much faster. Much faster. So these would be our pages, kinda, and the inspiration, yeah, that right now I can't, so kinda not a useful link for me, but that's cool. That's good that you have like a rendered option right now.
Bad.
Right. Let's go back to our grays. I feel like way to do that. I don't know. I can't help with that. I can't help with that. The inspiration that I have in my head right now is Sarah's website right here, that section with the pages that just expand. I do love that. I feel like that's a very, very subtle like detail thing, and then the scroll to section is pretty nice. However, she has just 3 pages and I have 4, so that's a bit of a different thing. But Dr. Shy, yeah, I like the idea of it, but I don't like the idea of moving things around. I have a fucking thing in my house that drives me crazy right now. I don't know what that is. But yeah, Dogfish, I hope you're good. I hope the day has been good. Why did I click on that? So if we do the similar based thing, right, you get that here. In terms of accessibility, this is bad. I know, but who would benefit from thinner lines 100%? Hi. This nonsense is here because I've been not able to do the thing that I'm supposed to do for myself. For the past week. And I started a new series project thing to finally create a website for myself. And last stream on Tuesday, when I was supposed to do something about it, I couldn't. We had so much good questions in chat that I couldn't do any progress or make any progress on that. So I decided to, yeah. I might. The current state of thinking is using Framer because I need to learn about it. So we are currently on a potential Figma Framer thing, but I also kind of want to revamp, not really, update my current knowledge of HTML, CSS without JavaScript, because I can't do that yet. But yeah, just like bare bone HTML, CSS could easily be created for me or by me for a website like this one. That's a pretty easy thing. I feel like the only complicated section right now for me is that bitch ass thing of overlapping content. But other than that, we're good. So yeah, and probably depending on the scroll position, the highlighting of the current page, that is probably a thing that will be a complicated behavior to put in place for me. So I don't know. I appreciate the proposition of help, though. I have to say that. I have to say, I don't have to say it, but I do appreciate that. Appreciate it. But how are you as well? So that's a good question. It's not tired, it's just it will happen. Just know that it will happen at some point. I know it. I just need more time, right? The thing is, the true pain of my designs, maybe, but on last stream, I did something on someone else's website with my knowledge of code in less time than it took Stony to achieve the same result visually. And Stony do have way more knowledge than me in code. I feel like, and that's what I said last time, right? I really feel like a designer that becomes a front-end dev has an easier time for the transition of visual things. However, what Samuel pointed out, the security or the linking to active element like the database and all that is more complicated or would be almost impossible for me unless I learn shit. But I don't know. I feel like the design that I'm creating are usually really simple to achieve. But yeah. Let me do the designer trick right here. I also have these things, right? Not that I'm not saying that. I'm saying, oh shit, what happened? I'm saying that the complexity of my designs are not that complex. I mean, sometimes you have issues in how it behaves, and I absolutely agree. Like, for example, White Panther for you on the buttons. If you created the buttons from what Figma gives you, the result that you had is this, which is annoying. But you got that as a result. If you just copy pasted that code from the inspect here and you apply it here, you get that, because I have a how can I explain that? Figma has a weird behavior with how it interprets outer borders compared to how code works. Yeah, I agree. So basically here, if I wanted to get something that is closer to the result that I want to have, I should let me just do that. I should get rid of the outline right here, and I should add an inner shadow with a negative spread on top of everything, which is really weird. And right now it just doesn't want me to add an inner shadow for some reason. Holy shit. What happened? That's a new Figma issue. Good to know. Yeah, the shadow. I mean, it's a simple thing for you. The fix is every value that is at 2 or -2 in the y-axis. You just need to put it at 1, and that is a detail that I know about and I know how to fix, but you might not. And I get that. What the fuck is happening here? So yeah, basically to get the same effect, I need to have like an inner shadow that is taking over the border, because for you, your borders are not inside, they are outside, if I remember correctly. And oh, right now I can't edit shit. What the fuck happened? Why is that? Yeah, not taken into consideration. That is so weird. Because you, I want to show you, but I can't. Let me just reload the tab just in case, because you will see how it looks if I just give you a 1. If it allows me to. I doubt it right now. But that's the difference in between the two. If I give it to you at 1, you get visually this. But I want this as the outcome. So technically, the details that you wouldn't be able to see as the dev, they would pop in in the thing that you create, and then you wouldn't understand why you have like top shadows and bottom shadows if you just copied the thing, because I mean, the inspector will give you that, right? So you copy that, that's cool, it's all good, but yeah. I don't know if I can draw over the deploy preview meantime. But yeah, probably, maybe. I just hate this thing, by the way. I know it's not you, but I hate that bitch ass thing at the bottom. I wish I could put it somewhere else. And like every time, what I'm doing is this, because I hate it. I wish it had like an option to like put somewhere in a floating button or whatever. I don't know. I know, but you need to create an account and log in and shit. I'm not gonna do that. Mint, you don't. That's the thing. You cannot. In code right now, the only option that you have is using the Houdini CSS smoothing corner properties, which gives you basically the same thing. However, it's based on mask, and so if you extend that rectangle, it will break. So currently, I don't understand why it is an option on Figma. I like it. I mean, I'm using it right here, but I don't know. It's not reproducible. And yeah, have a good rest of your day. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. So it's weird. It is weird. I don't get it. Like it's such a subtle thing that most people wouldn't even see that it is different than a classical rounded corners. But it just feels different. And we've done that comparison before with like these two. And as I said, right, most people wouldn't be able to like, if you have no design knowledge, it's just like it looks a tad bit different. There is a feeling with the way that extend, like the shadow extend a teeny tiny bit more. Yeah. It could be an option, Stony. Could be an option, but also, as Sam has said, that is why usually dev and designers talk IRL, rather than just having the Figma file to communicate. So that makes sense. But yeah, these are details that just often breaks, and I know that. And so going back to the question, even though Salma is now long gone, there is like a lot of things that I have tweaks and tricks to make sure that they work in code that a regular dev doesn't know about just yet. Yeah, the thing is, if you do that, you need to export them at like the old-fashioned way of making sure that you have the like the add 2x and add 3x, like you do for iOS apps, all that. So yeah, just that fucking link is huge. I agree. But yeah, for example, here to get the menu as an auto layout frame and kind of working. So anchor, navigation right here. This block has you can do a poll if you want. You have a counter on roles, Simon, in Discord. What do you mean? How many roles have been assigned? Or roles that can be assigned to a certain amount of people? Yeah, we do have that in the introduction or in the rules. We have officially, for the people who have answered, 23 devs and 42 designers. But I do remember that some people have, like me, have multiple things. So from the people that have answered, 23 have said dev. I don't even know if it adds up in terms of counter right here. But that's just Discord, and on the Discord we are like 120, I think. So limited data. But if you want to create a poll for the people that are currently here, I think we have more dev than designers. While I'm live, usually that's the case. So here, the thing that I was about to talk about is here the trick that I'm using is having the exact same block with the exact same name, and that has an inner shadow without a blur that is covering the left side of that block with the exact same color as the background that I'm using. And so with that done this way, I'm getting the effect that it's not linked to the far left, but it is. And so then the animation would just be a transition in between the effect of the shadow encode, and it's just like getting it out, getting it in. And so what I'm using, usually I'm getting that same shadow, I'm applying it on the original selected version, and rather than being at 16, I'm getting that at 0. That way it's like just setting outside, and so that way the code for the selected and the non-selected component would be getting the same values of there is a shadow but it's just hidden, and the other one is there is a shadow and it's visible at 16 in the x-axis. That way the transition is better than if it wasn't present in the selected version. So yeah, tiny things, teeny tiny things right here. And I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that with active over default. Could do that. Yeah, I feel like that's an okay thing. I feel like that's an okay menu. It's a subtle thing at the bottom of the page. Like the main ID. Currently we are in dark mode. I want to do the light mode of the layout. And yeah. I feel like that could be a start. I don't know. On the Discord, yes, but here, I don't know. Maybe. What the fuck's in base black? Oh, you. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, just based on rolls. Yes. 100%. So if I'm doing the same thing, right, we're going for that. And then here we're going for this. Oh, I was right. So the difference in between the background here, I think I need to go with that. I don't like that, but it works. And that gray iron needs to go in pure dark, and then that one needs to be on the other side of a tad bit darker than what we will use for the rest. I do actually think that this is not good in terms of accessibility again. It's 600 on this one, 400 on these two, so I'm guessing that we should just get that at 5. And then the difference is way smaller, so I just did that. Still the same, not enough. Yeah. Yeah, let me skew the poll. But yeah, if you want to, I don't know on which side it is on mobile. I think on mobile it's down there, and on desktop it's right there on chat. If you want to answer the poll, that would be appreciated, so that we know who we're with. Yeah. And then if you want to explain your choices, because Stony is absolutely baffled by the fact that the two of you have clicked on designer developers. Both. For some reason. So, yeah. Please. All right. So we basically have both of our options. I kind of like the fact that I don't have the logo on it for some reason. I don't know why. There's something about it that just baffled high. Yeah, no, that's. I mean, the timing was great. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's just on point. On point. I like it. Like it. Yeah. That is a good point. That is a very good point as well. He doesn't understand how people can be designer and developer at the same time. Which is not true, but kind of true. We have the logo stacked right here. I don't know. I feel like that's an option. It's a subtle thing with the bottom section. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Neptune, that is true. You're usually called a unicorn when you are. I just saw something, and it feels like an option. You tell me. So at the bottom of that potential navigation thing, I did overview selected active, but then it weirdly created this nice gradient of inaccessible links, and it could automatically translate itself to like the next, like making the gradient flow through. I don't know. I feel like it could be a thing, and then on light mode it's just, it feels weird. It feels less of a transition between things. Maybe because I just have not enough of a jump in between these two and these two, and that these at the bottom on the dark mode are just absolutely inaccessible. But if we do like a rotating color scheme, then maybe like it just fade and come in visibility. Maybe that works. I don't know. That also kind of means that maybe if we wanted to, I'm like, maybe we could do that, and we're at 600. So like this one is 400, 600, and this one could be like 800. That we have the gradient. And so same thing here, that would mean 9, 8, 9, 6 technically, 4, 3. It's an option. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I know it's absolutely not accessible, specifically here. But if it's just a teeny tiny change in opacity, not in opacity, but like in visibility while you're scrolling, it's a teeny tiny hint. Going back to Sarah's website, when you're scrolling and you go from like project to talks to other things, it moves automatically. So it's a small animation that I don't know. We are currently at 313, so we have just one dev, singular dev, and 4 of you basically that do. Yeah, that could be a thing. I was thinking about it as well, getting something that is close. Currently we are going from bold to regular to nothing else because we don't have in between. So we could do medium for this one and then regular. Right? But I feel like that might be too much. Yeah, it's only you on the just dev. I didn't know that we could have ties and it would be displayed as tied. That's interesting. That's the first time I see like 2 entries in the poll results. Interesting. You are outnumbered, but also remember there is only 3 designers that do only design, meaning that you are 4 devs in total, kinda. right? There should have been like more options for you. Oh. I also clicked on the designers, right? So, I don't think Denny is like, I think Denny is like focused on Spline, like just having the audio, or maybe not even. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I think Denny's out. Kind of like the concept. I kind of want to have a bit of an outer potential stroke. Huh. Cool. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like a shadow could be an interesting addition to make sure that the card in itself is visible. Like we not emphasize, we maximize the visibility in between the card and the content background, but it's still weird. It is still weird. Can that be done though? Ooh. Second. Maybe. It worked. I'm impressed. Can I reset the effect here? Yes, I can. Cool. Yeah. Damn. I am impressed. So I just made the entire thing a component, meaning that now if I change something on the bottom one, which is the light version, it will be, I mean not be, but it will impact the dark version. So that's cool. I don't know why I did that, but I did that. So we'll see. I now remember why that fuck brain is just not happy with me today. The reason why I did that is I wanted to get the... Should I just saw something? I wanted to get the background to have a bit of a noise texture, as I always do. And I also just noticed that my viewport was set to 1440p, which is huge. It's not supposed to be That's huge. So we might need to reset that. But if I do a 1280, it's a bit smaller. But at least we are good for my base. Oh, so let's add that in fill and blending mode. I'm guessing in overlay, but I'm also never really sure with that. Like overlay kind of works. Just need both of them. Right, overlay doesn't work here, I think. Now, we need to play with the opacity of this to make sure that it's working. What the fuck? Oh, because the background is not the same thing. My bad. My bad. Why? The noise is good. The noise is a nice thing. Let me just put that in fill and then see how the overlay look. Yeah, it's screen. Screen is just weird. Yeah, I know. That's the reason. That is the reason, the main reason. We bring back texture and other thing. By the way, that grain is just bad. I think it's just like a visual thing right now. I need it to be more stronger. Why the fuck did my logo move? That wasn't supposed to happen. And I still hate this song. There was someone, let me just check that. Someone on Twitter today, I think, yesterday, talked about something really cool, which is some comeback of some things, design-wise. Why is that? It's supposed to be around here, right? Yes. So, first of all, you have this, which I have a lot of things to say about this thing, but still. This is a new app icon type thingy that someone is creating, and it goes back to a lot of design roots. It has a lot of issues in the textures, specifically that horn teeth thingy is just floating. The shadow is way too strong, and the insertion is bad. But these are coming back, making a comeback overall, and then that is also a thing where this is the new Airbnb passport thing, where a lot of designers are saying that this specific design style is coming back, and this design style is called skeuomorphism, as we know, and yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back. There is like a lot of these new trendy design that, right, that are just good for the current state of design, right? Like here, for example, you have subtle gradients in the background of each of the icons, keeping the same color scheme, but also if you look closely, which I can't do right now, I can't do more than this, but each of the icons have an inner shadow that gives you a bit of depth. It's a subtle thing, but it's just like, I think if I do a screenshot of that, you can probably see that. You can see that the top is darker and the bottom has a bit of a highlight, and that gives you a bit of depth in this thing. It looks like the icons have been punched in with a hole maker. And yeah, that's a thing that exists. A lot of newer things are coming back with these types of design, so like that. I am scrolling Twitter with the most careful scroll that I can have to make sure that I'm not getting ass on the timeline. But yeah, same thing here, right? Can happen. If I could, I would, but I can only do that. I can't do just bottom. But yeah, this thing also came into my feed earlier. It has such subtle details that with the way that my screen is captured, I'm kind of 100% sure that it doesn't show through. But that slider has a bit of texture. The input / button / thing, I don't exactly know how that, I think these are buttons, but if you look extremely closely, and that is not really visible on stream, the top section has a bit of a highlight and the bottom section has a really subtle shadow that makes it look like it's rounded a bit. So it's basically having like a bit of a gradient from top to bottom. I don't want to say that I did that also, but yeah, there is like a very subtle shadow inside, and then there is a drop shadow that creates the depth. I think it's accentuated on stream because of the grayish thing, but it's really cool as a subtle hint of design thing. Cat, welcome back. So, you know, these, as I said, these types of design are making a comeback-ish. And then that's also good news, even though we didn't talk about it in a long time. But Arc for Windows is making progress, as they say. And they are working on the on Swift plus Windows for some reason. So I don't really know what that will become. But yeah, they're working on it, and that's cool. Anyways, let's go back here. So to go back to what I said to Stony, I think adding a bit of grain and a bit of texture to things is good. And the texture that we will have is, as always, if we use Framer, which is the goal, we'll use that background noise animation that has already been made in Framer. So that's a bit of a sparkly thing. I don't even know. Yeah, you can see that on stream. It's a bit weird, but yeah, that's the idea. That is the idea. I love this this background. I also love this website, but that thing is so cute. I like that texture-y effect. I can't do that in Figma without making the entire app just kill me. So we will avoid, but we'll do that because it has been made in Framer, and I kind of know how to do that. But also UI Rod, hi. Welcome on in. Your name is the same color as Refused, so for a second I wasn't sure. I mean, same color on my side. Do you have another color here? No, you have a very similar orange red thing today, and on OBS, because it's high contrast, you both have the exact same color. I was confused, but hi. Let me move that a bit to the side so that we don't get my face every time I unzoom. Is this too big? Maybe. The 430 block. There. Like the outline was a bit too strong. I mean, it was good because you need it, but specifically because here it just blends in. But this is strong. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I feel like this is good enough in terms of layout for starting point. Like, that makes sense to me. Let's plug that to the bottom, let's plug that to the top. Not exactly, but kind of, but not exactly. It will be a marketing website, which will probably contain projects, but not necessarily just project. So it's close to a portfolio, but I wouldn't define it as a portfolio for some reason. I don't know why. It is a personal website, as the ID is a personal website, yes. So if you define portfolio as personal website, then yes. Yes, it is. Do I go designer and we go with enter? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm also very tempted to do that. Bitch, no. If you remember, we've had. No, don't go away like this. Just seen that font at some point, and I kind of liked it a lot. Sorry. But it's a bad idea because it doesn't play well. Yeah, things are already activated. That's just bad. Yeah. No. I won't go with Comic Sans. No. I think on their website, I think the BBC has yeah, it does. I think the BBC has how is it called? Their marketing. I think in their you probably have the ability to get it. If you are not sarcastically speaking about that. The subtitles for you? Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe. I don't know if they have. I don't know if they have download links somewhere, but yeah. Yeah. Yep. It was a slow one. It was nice. Appreciate it. What do you mean 150 points? Tell me, hi. We'll come on in. I feel like there is like a. I don't know. I don't know if they have like a download link or. That is legal. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. They say it's free for personal use, which I do think doesn't apply to you. But also right now looks like it's just one oh, you have that. My bad. Here. So you have the download link here, and then you have the when. Yeah, but it doesn't really count as personal use for some reason. I mean, I know it's I don't know. Anyways, I need to go pee. Give me a second. Also, Kat, I have something for you. I mean, something for you. Not exactly for you, but kinda. This was today's monster, which I've never seen before. And it's not the exact same that we had at the beginning of the week. And I like the butterflies thingy. It was a pretty interesting flavor. I know you've tried like a lot of shit, so maybe you know this one. I don't know, but it was pretty good. And then I found this one, which is I don't think that translate Juneberry perfectly, but it's interesting. It's another blue, so it's a lighter blue than the blueberry. It was not bad. I just took one though, so I'm sad about it. I should have stacked up a bit. It was pretty good. Better than the blueberry one though. Better than the blueberry one. Anyways, yeah. So, Stony, in terms of legality, right, that section is what I want you to focus on, kinda. The have an agreement or authorization. So. Really? Un mélanchier? Ou un mélanquier, I guess. I guess it's a shk. Un mélanquier. Because if I'm just reading it as yeah, I was expecting that. Shadbush. Really interesting. You didn't see the 4 are redeemed now? Oh, it's a okay. Damn. Very French. Very fancy indeed. I've tried Kane, even though it wasn't for me. But yes, I have tried. It doesn't really help for me. I don't know. I mean, it kind of does. But I'm still slow as fuck. Yeah, it helps with short text. I think if I'm reading like an article of this page, for example, it wouldn't be as helpful. However, we are using like a lot of tabs today. That's cool. Oh, it's here now. Speechify is amazing, and for someone like me who do like to listen to shit rather than read, because I can't read for shit, this is amazing. It's not free, which bums me out, but it's great. And let me see. Like, they're free. Let me air quote that for 4 days. Their free thing is limited to a certain amount of words per month. So you get that really fast. So yeah. And then I'm listening to at 2x speed most of the time, so I do need that. The thing that is good with Medium is because they have like a partnership or some shit. They have it for free, I think, or maybe they have it for members only. But because I'm a member of Medium, that works through. I think that all articles on Medium can be read for me. But that's way easier for me than the Bionic reads. Anywho, who have 1,000 repos? The BBC? Yeah. Let me think for a second. Do I need carded design components here? Do I want to push people to content? I don't think so. However, it would be easier to get a carded component now and have the ability to create a sub-level mobile navigation later. So I think I need that block to be a component. And then Probably have them side by side, like desktop, mobile. I'm thinking about creating a variant option for that, but also, is it needed? I don't know. I think if I just start with desktop and mobile, but mobile is just stacked content. That's the thing that breaks my brain every time. It's like mobile is just simple. It's just like you take the thing and it just reorganize the content. If I'm using Framer, the stack option is doing that for me immediately, so I don't even think about it. So yeah, I guess main card needs to contain shit. So we'll see about that. If I oh yeah, fuck. If I do that, then at the queue, I do this. Okay, good. So let's do this. We will have sections instead of these big ass cards. I think they will be 80%, probably, or 95. Yes. 96%. Nah. Maybe. 88%? So getting my 8-point grid in. The idea of the 88% is to have like a bit of a content display potentially for the next section. See that. So if the center one is if I do red at 40%, and then I make that vertical scrolling, right? Let's see. Yeah, that's an option. Oh, that's weird. But that's because of the shadow. Cool. Meaning that should have no scrolling, and that has a scrolling vertical. Cool. Cool. Oh, I kind of want to do that. All right. testing something out. Might be a bit big, but it could work. I just have an idea, and I think it won't work, but we can try it out and decide if it does or doesn't. I reckon, hi, welcome on in. How are you? Yeah, kinda. Kinda. You will see in a second. I think it should be this. How complicated is it? I mean, if I do it just with the dot, we get that, which is what I want. These ones are 20 by 20. Can I resize these two to be 20 by 20? And would that work? Fair point. I don't know. I don't know. I'm feeling that this is not going to work, but I want to test it out. Oh shit, my bad. Can I reset that? No, I can't. That is wild. How it doesn't look the same, but oh, if I do that, it probably won't work. And I also probably can't do that. Oh, sorry. This is cute. This is much cute. It's 20 by 20, so it's absolutely not visible and understandable, but that, I have to say, this is very cute. If I could have that as an option, that would be neat. Right now what I'm thinking about is, rather than having it as a light gray, I kind of want it to be pure white, just so that we have potentially more readability, but also it makes it really much disappear. So that would imply a bit of an outlining, and I kind of don't like the idea, but what the fuck? Sorry. Why are you at 2? Be careful. You know what? You don't know what can happen. Outside then. That could work. That could work. It looks like this one and this one don't have the same color for some reason. They're using the same shit. We have the same opacity. We do. One of them is clipping. Is that the reason? No. Probably. I think the brain is fooling me, yes. Yeah. But that outer... might be really, really small, and I feel like the sun right here is not not as it should be. If I do that, they are outside of the perimeter, meaning that they are cropped. That was the case a second ago, but I'm like, nah, not that. Less fun than the original. Dogfish, please share a link. I want to see the new colors. I don't know. Like the fins are not good enough. Oh yeah, you did. You indeed did change everything. That is interesting. My main issue now is the robot. The color of the robot being like a tan, pink, beige-ish color on that background, it blends in at the level of not too much, but it blends in a bit, and that's a bit complicated. Yeah. And Lucas, hi, welcome on in. How are you? How was your day? I don't know. And also the fact that the top can't zoom in on that shit, bitch. What the fuck? I hate this website. Let me tell you that this fucking thing annoying. Anyways, that top color being close to the head and being a color that is part of that robot, I feel like there is too much thing. So if you add something more abstract, yes, please do so. The orange was really for the login page. So Rosea, hi, how are you? How have you been? I am pretty good at the moment. I mean, I'm saying that. Let me click on that link. Once these have been resized, I still feel like it's bad, but it will probably not work. Sorry. That is true, but that's better. That is better. That's less. I mean, you still have the orange at the top. That is still the Pornhub orange. So right. Paired with the white, that was the main issue, and then the gray next to it was just breaking everything. I like the gradient. However, it has different accessibility levels, meaning that the top section could potentially have something white on top. The sign up and login could be white, but the bottom section needs to be black. So the forgot your password and the sign up and login buttons need to be black. So maybe either bump the vibrancy of these colors, the bottom colors, the transition color in the middle, or reduce the vibrancy of the top color to get something more pink-ish that then blends in. That could really work. And then the first instinct with these colors and that design, I know it's still a work in progress, I know, but the first feeling that I had was, oh, that's a book. And I think that's because of the divider in the middle being so strong. It made me think, oh, that's a book. And then I remembered, no, that's not a book. It's not. So maybe the divider itself could be a slightly lighter dark, or it could take a color from like your dark red or something like this. It could work. Are they repositioning themselves based on the layer thing? Stony? I think that's the case, but yeah. It's also not centered. Weirdly enough. It's centered here, but it's not centered here. It also feels weird to have the same text, but not the same order of blocks. If it works. Alright. Refused, yes. I agree that people can think that that's my logo. Right. I like this one though. I like this one a lot. I don't know. It feels weird. It feels out of place. I agree. It could be taken for my logo. This one looks amazing because it's the night mode. The light mode though doesn't. I think it might be because of the black itself being too dark compared to the other one. But I mean, we could benefit from just having these to switch theme. That would be way faster. But I kind of wanted to have a bit of my logo displayed in the page somewhere. Let's see. We revert to... I can't. It looks better for the animation, but for the size at which it will be, I don't think I agree. Like, even for you on stream, like, you probably don't even see the details at that level of sizes. Like, it's cool and all, you have a nice transition in between the two, but it's so small. I don't know. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. I do want the logo somewhere, kinda. I'm tempted by doing the thing that I have right now, right? So basically placing a full width logo behind the card, right there in a small opacity. I don't know, Danny. Sometimes, you know, I'm more in shape than other days. I have an issue on the... That's fun. The fins, I don't know. The thing is, I know that the placement is not good. That's the thing. I know that. That probably needs to go back to 32. It's accessible. And if we were to be real, it should be better to be at 40 rather than 32. So right. If I do that, this is huge right now.
It's muscle time!
Thank you. That's a poor transition. We don't choose the options lately. Turkin, I will still do something. $100K per shop is a lot. It's a lot. Do I still have? Yeah, I do.
Drink!
Thank you. Appreciate it. I think, Stoney, I think it would need to be, anyways. Would need to be a slider in order to match. The thing is, I don't know if I can do that when it comes to I'm doing the one card container, yes. I think it matches with what I'm trying to do on every platform, and I feel like it makes sense. For me to have that. Yeah. I don't know. It feels weird. Stoney, you said make the long one a slider. What do you mean by that? Do you mean make it like this? And animated? It's really not. I mean, it's way more visible on my side than in here. Oh. No. No, that's weird. That, no. Nope. The thing is, you can force me, but it doesn't work. So let me show you why. Alright. If I were to create like a slider-ish type of thing with light mode, dark mode in here, it has two options. We have option 1 that basically just adds like a toggle thing. Let's do that, shall we? Yes. So you have that, and then when it's activated, it goes here, and it basically swaps. So you get that here, and then that, there, right? That's the thing. And it creates a visual element that is not great. It basically created a tube here and here, and it reversed the perspective. It's not great. So that's option number one. Option number two is to, rather than using like a circle, I use a pill, which can take a bit more space, right? So that is more okay in a way, but it still has the same weird effect. It works better. I'm not against it. I mean, I am against it, but I agree. It is better. It's just not great. Specifically because it denature my logo too much. No, it's not like not an artistic choice. It's just like the logo is then looking like this, and so that goes back to what Refuse said earlier, as people will think that that's the logo, and it will basically be the only logo that would be on the page, because it would remove the background here. That's not exactly the most visible right now, so it breaks the branding, and I don't think it's a good idea. But everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Stoney, it's not fun and playful if you denature your logo. Like, basically you're telling me on light mode I'm having something else as this, and on dark mode is this. Like, it doesn't make sense. It needs to be the same shape and the same perceived shape. And then that's exactly what we did earlier. we had the switch inside of the bubble. So it doesn't work. It's too small. I think that one is still a bit too big right now. 32 is what I did for White Panther, if I remember correctly. Yes, and it has like a 48 by 48 base for the clicking zone. That will break shit. Oops. And also no normal toggle. Yeah. That's a pretty good start. I do say so myself. I'm unsure about the logo in the background, like right here. It looks like the stream, but because it will go out of the stream next week or in 2 weeks, I'm unsure about that. Still working. There is a bit of an issue with the top section. In some situation, I don't think I care. I do, but I don't, the usual thing. The issue is if there is content underneath, it could hide some stuff. So unsure. Currently unsure. Could be an easy retraction on scroll. Like if you start scrolling, that thing is going in. I think the overlapping is what makes it fun. If I just like do that. It still works, but it looks boring. Whereas here, it's better. I don't know. It will be boring on mobile. That's a thing. Holy shit! Sorry, just saw the time. Soon. Soon. I like the idea. Let's end on that. I like the idea a lot. I think it's a good layout. I think it's a good start. We need to do a bit more on that section. I don't know if the first one would be like a picture or some shit. Like, I don't know. But yeah, this we have a scroll section with first content, second content, third content. So that is what I would consider my overview, meaning that that first block should be my street creds projects-ish, followed by, in not red, but currently in red, the product that I'm selling, which can then be centered focus like this, which I like, and then at the bottom, something else. About me, but I want to do that. But yeah, I feel like that's the thing. All right, so we have a good start. We have a good start. Let me clean up the things that are useless, like this. So it's a good start for the inspiration. But that way we have that. I think I can get rid of. Bring that back up. You know what, let's keep that for the section content potentials for now. And yeah, we'll work on a potential mobile tomorrow, I guess. Which is really simple. It will be like retracting that. So I think tomorrow we need to do the content on that card, the main card content. And then yeah. And then mobile would just be a retracted version of that content displayed. Cool. What type of assets are you looking for? Because Etsy might have some, Envato might have some, L-Store Graphics could find. I think it's Design Craft. Oh, Craftwork. Craftwork is currently in a lot of 3D, as you can tell. First fucking thing, 3D illustrations. So if you're looking for 3D, that's it. I don't know if they have a good thing that works for you or not, but they have some. I think UI8 is still the biggest database overall. So I would recommend UI8, but yeah. Are we going for Maddie again? I feel like it. And Maddie and Shoes is not. It's not live right now. It's not good. That is not good. But yeah, I do think I do think UI8 is the best base right now. As I said, Etsy might have options, but that is debatable, and then different prices and all that. So yeah, but this is the end of stream because I clicked the raid button, so we you know, the classic thing. If you gave me money, because that happens, we have a raid message for subs. If you haven't, how dare you? But this is the raid message for you. Copy paste that into Maddie's chat. That would be appreciated. As always, if you want to follow me on socials, do that. If you don't do that. And if you want to chat with me on Discord, that can happen. Tomorrow we'll have a stream that starts usually at 6:30 Europe time, as always. And what can I say? Tomorrow I announce the situation to my boss, so I will have things to talk about probably on the stream. We'll see about that. So yeah, surprises and all that. Alright, I hope you have a good rest of your day. As always, let's enjoy my stream, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.